It's been 2 months since the outbreak. The ones fortunate enough managed to escape the planet. The less fortunate became mindless husks, and the rest of us are trying to delay the inevitable. Personally, I accepted my fate. Even started enjoying killing those things. This new life was simple. What's that noise? A message? Haven't received one of these in 2 months. This should be amusing. Let's see what it says. Dear Kurtz, if this message somehow finds you alive, I wanted to offer a helping hand. My way of repaying my debt to you. I have a ship in hibernation on your planet. You'll need to activate the startup sequence and protect it. This might be the last way someone can leave that cursed planet, so prepare for a fight. Your friend, Charlone Whitestone. Damn it, now I will owe him for the rest of my life. Alright, never would I have thought there was hope of living. I need to record my journey or else no one will believe me. Let me look on those coordinates. It's half the planet away. This will surely be an adventure. Come on, Betsy, we have a long way to go. 10 Twinkies and 20 cigarettes were not going to take me far, so before leaving I decided to scavenge the city for any remaining supplies. But I didn't seem to be the only one doing this. Mr. Piggy wanted a piece of me, but old Betsy put him to rest real quick. Those noises sounded like trouble, and I was right. Every room opened seemed to hold even more undead. Even if I had the bullets required to kill all of them, my journey would be long. I couldn't waste it all. Ground food wasn't the best, but in these trying times, eating once a day was a luxury. Not again, eat lead, you sons of bitches! This is not good. Panicked from the hits, I ran away. Luckily the zombies were not the smartest. A bit of run and gun, and I was able to take care of them. Luckily my armor tanked all the hits, but that was sloppy. If I continued to be this reckless, it was not going to end well for me. A quick rest to calm myself down and clear my mind was needed, and the game of chess was not going to kill anyone. And if you're wondering, yes, I won. Darkness engulfed the city faster than usual. I couldn't leave now. That would be suicide. I would leave tomorrow, first thing in the morning. Let's hope there's anything useful left in the city. This should be enough food to last me a couple of days. Rest of the night was spent running away from zombies. After another smack from one of them, I returned to my camp. With enough supplies to start my journey, I went to sleep, trying to ignore the horrible noise coming from outside. That was a horrible sleep. Hard to relax when those things are banging on your walls. I don't even want to know how many there are outside. Let me eat something and I will find a different way to leave. This wall is weak. I think I can break it. Good. Let's get out of this city. My first stop will be Noshter, one of the few non-raider strongholds left. Maybe I can get something to help me on my journey. It was really nice to see the wilderness. No human or zombie for miles. Just a couple of animals that managed to avoid the undead, and mostly forests and plains. You almost forgot what a mess this plant was. But boy, will I be glad to never have to see it again. Sadly, it was freezing outside. I had to stop and make a camp before I lost some fingers to frostbite. I'm cutting trees in the middle of the night. Isn't this lovely? At least I have a fire now. I can finally take a nap. I was so distracted with all the preparations. I forgot to smoke. This never happened in my 15 years of smoking. Maybe this is how I finally quit. Probably not. After the smoke break, I went and searched for some wild animals to butcher. If I wanted any trading power, I needed some food, since money was all but useless. Those wild boars are exactly what I needed. You didn't want to know how bad I smelled after hours of butchering. When I woke up, it was time to leave. But I dreaded the trip. Carrying so many things wasn't fun. I needed something to carry everything for me. After a horrible journey, having to carry 40 kilograms of meat and leather, it was time to sell it. And in return, I got myself a strong yak. His name was Baba. I finally had a travel companion. I wasn't speaking to myself, I was speaking to a yak. Not much better, to be real with you. Poor Baba, while we stopped to get more meat to trade, the zombies really scared him. Good thing he didn't break the leash. Alright, you walking corpses, no one scares my Baba. Come, Betsy, it's time for some target practice. I have blood all over my clothes. Let's leave, Baba, we have everything we need. For the next camp, I was too poor to buy an actual melee weapon, so all I got was a steel knife. Not the most manly weapon, but it will have to do. I'm not that great with names, so I just named this camel Camel. I wasn't really that attached to it. This was one of the most dangerous areas on the whole planet. The nearby raider gangs banded together to be able to survive, and now rule the desert valleys with an iron fist. Unfortunately, I had to make camp here. I would have collected more meat, but it was too dangerous to stay. If they realized outsiders passed through their territory, I was a dead man. And at land, I was expecting a warm welcome, but the city was in full defense mode against the undead. I wanted to quickly stock up and leave again, but Camel and Baba were attacked. Poor Camel even got injured. I needed to give him some time to regain his strength. I was trying to help a fellow survivor, but blood was gushing out of his wounds, making my hands bloody red. All the while gunshots and screams were bombarding my hearing. I don't know what happened next. Maybe barely taking breaks in this journey finally got to me, or the tragedies that were happening around were too much, but I collapsed. When I regained my consciousness, the man I was patching up moments ago became a zombie. Luckily a stray shot ended him before he got to me. All around me everyone was dead or bleeding, including my friend Baba. If I wasn't so weak I didn't collapse, I could have saved him. From that point on, all I remember is how I wandered in the city in pure sadness. Couldn't even control myself. I was just passing by everyone dying, till I finally snapped out of it. Where am I? Camel, I need to get to him before this whole city burns down. Come on buddy, we are leaving. I don't know what happened to me there. Maybe the situation finally settled in. The apocalypse, every city destroyed, people fighting to survive another day. Before that message I never cared about what was happening. I was mostly lonely anyways, barely any friends, didn't care about my life. But when you're about to die, I guess you finally understand how important your life is. Especially when you see everyone around you lose theirs. I don't know why the death of a yak affected me so badly, but I had to look at Camel and apologize for not saving Baba. I feel dirty getting another yak, but I needed to carry the rest of the supplies. Alright, this is the last stop until we get to that ship. We have finally arrived at the coordinates. I can't believe my eyes. Thank you, Whitestone. I'm saved. Okay, calm down. He said after I activate it, it will take 15 days to wake up from hibernation. But it's really beat up. It has definitely seen better days. I need to repair it first. It's not that hard, shouldn't take me too long. Great. It's dark, it's raining, and I almost got hit by lightning. The next few days I spent working on the ship, but with this heat wave, I had to take a break. Maybe that was good, because I couldn't think about anything else besides working on it. Yet again I forgot to smoke. It felt good to just sit and relax for a few moments. Some weird noises woke me up one night, and to my disappointment, the zombies somehow managed to get to this god-forsaken jungle on the edge of the planet. It was like they were following me. This will complicate things. Who's talking out there? Understood, not friendly. Come on then, Betsy and I want to give you a warm welcome. Started picking them off one by one, until one bullet hit the helmet hidden under my hat. Another, my torso. I was dizzy. I could barely tell where he was, but Betsy never misses, so I shot in the direction of the gunfire. Tango down. I patched myself up quickly. I knew this was just the beginning. More would be coming. A naked lady approached me. She seemed to be one of the raider's slaves. She begged me to let her leave on the ship. If you can survive until this pile of steel turns on, you are welcome. I have to say, she was quite useful. She could plant crops and cut down trees way better than me. And it was nice to talk to another human being, since Camel couldn't really respond back. The zombies were relentless. They kept attacking everything that moved, including our animals. Camel was on the verge of death from the bites, so one night I had to end his suffering. Hey buddy, we have been through a lot. Thank you for everything you did for me. Sorry that I couldn't protect you more. It's alright now. You can go to sleep. I wanted to cry that night, but I just worked on the base to distract myself. Literally the next day, Campbell was being attacked by zombies. I managed to get to her and kill them. She didn't want to talk about what had happened. I hope she didn't get bitten, because I don't think I have the strength to put to sleep another friend. More people are coming looking for the ship, willing to offer their aid in return for a spot. I don't need to worry about it being crowded. I don't think many will survive the coming attacks. In just a few days, it became a war zone around here. A raiding group appeared on the south side, exactly where a horde of zombies was. They didn't seem to last that long. Southern worlds are completed. I doubt they will last long, but I can sleep easier this way. Stop hitting my walls, you rotting corpses! After days of repairs, the ship was finally online. The generators are working again, meaning that I could start the reactor recovery sequence. 15 days were needed. 15 days, and I would be safe. We didn't know why Camp was missing. I only realized what happened when I found a note on my table, telling me she was bitten by a zombie, and that she would go out into the night to keep us safe. She thanked me for the kindness I showed her. I barely had the energy to feel sad anymore, but I let one tear leave my eye, and prepared for the incoming raider attack. I got your back, Cooley, don't worry. Run, kid! God damn, there's so many of them. I need this wool patched up ASAP. before more flood in. You crazy bastards! If you break that, they will overwhelm us! Sorry, buddy, but I ain't dying for you. Polai's daughter died in a raider attack, and he went insane and left. From the hours of fighting without sleep, my body just shut down. Luckily, a stranger dressed in black found me and took care of the base while I recovered. He was more than welcome to come aboard the ship, but he didn't want to. After he defended a raider attack all by himself, he disappeared. Was I hallucinating? Was it all a dream? I know I have been taking lots of drugs to keep me going through this, but this felt real. But I sure missed him. Having to defend this ship by myself was one hell of a task. Day and night, all I did was kill. These were not even raiders anymore. They're not here to steal. They were here to take my ship so they could survive. The tragedy of this situation has not yet set in. All I could think about was surviving. But the ship was so damaged from all the fighting, I didn't even know if it could take off anymore. I was so in the moment, I didn't even realize it was quiet. Everything around me was dead. I ran to the ship, praying it would work. I get in the pod and... it worked! I actually did it! I don't know where the ship will take me, but when I wake up, I will tell my story to the world.